create, relate, erase the hate. Our memories, these things we make, each stitch we take our time, we take each word, we make a rhyme. We on, we off, these floss we crawl, 2 men dissolve, to walk the dog. We tune, we zoom, the room, the loom, the birds, the boughs, the stars, the moon.
Hi guys, welcome to Stitching It. My name is Stephanie and I'm a crafter outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and I love to diamond paint and cross stitch. So welcome to the channel. Tonight's gonna be a spooky update in honor of October and Halloween festivities throughout the month. So welcome, and I usually like to start with finishes. So I've got 2 finishes to show you tonight, and some plans and some starts. So thank you for tuning in, and subscribe if you don't already, and let's get started. So my first finish is a cross stitch, and I started this in 2019, and I'm going to put some links hopefully up to previous videos from the fall, okay, that showed this. But it is a pattern called Spooky Welcome by Stoney Creek Collection, and I thought this one was going to be great to start with because, like I said, it is a spooky welcome. So this is sort of a silhouette pattern. It looks like I should have something to hang behind it because you can see the lights coming through, but it's done all completely in black. I used black silk from Silks For You, and this is stitched on a 32 count linen that was by a dyer that I don't think dyes anymore. Her company was called Hand Dyed Happiness, and it's just kind of weird, how businesses sometimes just kind of fall off the face of the planet. But I don't know what happened, and I've never reached out to her, and I really should because I liked her fabric a lot. But this was a piece called Butter, and it was a bright orange, I coffee dyed it, over dyed it, and it came out a lot more mellow, and I mean, it was perfect for this silhouette style pattern. So as far as I had just finished it today, right? But I haven't had a chance to FFO yet. And I do have a hanger. I just wanted to show you guys because I was going to show you also the way that they finished it on the front of they have a specialized hanger, Halloween hanger, but I don't know how they got that fabric to lay so smoothly. Ironing is just not going to cut it for linen for long. So I think I'm going to have to, the smart thing is going to put some interfacing on the back. This is upside down now. Just to make it a little bit more, sturdy, and so that's the plan. I'm going to cut some interfacing the right size, and then, I guess just cut it to go in this wire hanger the right size. I'm going to have to, and just do a basic hem stitch, and then not even add any extra finishing fabric. That's the plan. Okay? So that's going to look really cute. Welcome. Once I figure out how exactly to do it. So yeah, I like that a lot. But that's not the only thing I do, in case you follow me on Instagram, I like to make slideshows of my cross stitch work and set it to music. So this piece was no exception, and it was especially a challenge to do as a video because I'd been working on it, like I said, since 2019, and I've had to keep track of the photos and try to make them all match up. And and even this one I didn't mention. When I first started stitching it, I was doing it on a Q-snap, and since then I almost always stitch in hand now. So I switched that, and I can't really tell if, I'll get a little closer. At the bottom is where all the stitching in hand took place, and my tension, I felt like I was always trying not to make it as tight. But you know, really with those the Q-snap, that's the best way to get those stitches to lay really nicely, is on a Q-snap. I mean, it's so much more challenging to get them to lay just perfectly when you're stitching in hand. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. I really can't tell that too much of a difference. I just think it's a little bit tighter, especially on those letters. But that's okay. No big deal. It all comes with learning how to do it. So I'm happy with the result. I look forward to hanging that up and having that out every year. So my other big finish is related to the last video I put out, which was an unboxing of a custom designed diamond painting canvas that I purchased, and I completed it for my anniversary, which just passed. So yeah, I've got it framed and I'm really excited to show it to you, except the fact that it's gonna be pretty big. It's much bigger than a cross stitch, of course. This diamond painting that I'm going to show you is a 40 by 50 centimeter diamond painting, which is 16 by 20 inches, and the frame I purchased was a pretty thick frame and has got a 2-inch mat with it as well, and I love how it came out. So I'm going to try to show it to you guys, and I'll probably put some pictures or video of it somewhere else around the house, either because I've got an easel that I put stuff up on, but this is eventually going to go in our bedroom, so I haven't hung it up yet. But let's see how it came out. This is what it looks like, and my camera is picking it up as faces, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it should be recognizable, but I'm so excited with the way this picture came out. Let me see if I can get further back so you can see. It's always challenging to figure out how to show diamond paintings with this setup, because they are pretty large. But I love how it came out. The frame is a copper and black frame. It looks perfect with the sepia tone. I mean, I wasn't sure how the sepia tone colors were going to come out, but I'm very happy with the way it came out. And you know, I would say also about diamond paintings, they look one way when they're finished, but once you've got them framed and on the wall, they look another way. I mean, it really takes it to another level, and I just hope it's coming out, you know, nicely. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see the pixels, I guess. But yeah. For 2 people, or maybe 3 could fit in there, maybe if you had like a child or something, the 40 by 50 centimeter painting is pretty good. Because the next size up went from this company is a 60 by 80, and that's much larger. And of course would have been much more expensive to try to frame. I did frame it myself. That was another frame from Craig Frames. I ordered it off of Amazon, but through that company, Craig Frames. They have a website too, craigframes.com, and their stuff is pre-made. They don't make custom sized frames, so your piece does have to be, you know, round numbers and inches, but it's a good place to get pre-made inexpensive frames, you know, for diamond painting. So I'm very happy with how that came out. Yeah, I can't wait to see it up in the bedroom. But oh man, I meant to bring down a needle point to show you guys that's in my bedroom. I thought it would go along. My grandmother stitched it I'm just going to put a video of it up because I really did mean to bring it down for, to show you for Halloween, because, you know, I was born in 1983 and clowns were very popular in the 80s. And so my grandmother, who I've talked about before, has did a lot of needlepoint, did a clown, a needlepoint clown for my nursery when I was a baby, and it stayed up for several years in that room, and it got to the point when I was a preschool, I remember being almost afraid of it, or just thinking it was weird and creepy, because there were some other clown accessories in my like a nightlight that played these weird music things. It was a clown, and it was kind of creepy. And so anyway, this needlepoint that my grandmother did, my parents decided it didn't really go with their decor anymore, so they said I could have it, and I hung it up in our bedroom over the laundry basket. But the point is when I wake up and I can look over there, and I saw it the very, very first time as an adult, and it was just really, really comforting to me, because I remember seeing that my whole life. And so waking up to that needlepoint has been, you know, I didn't know a needlepoint could give you that amount of comfort and just memories. And it's not even memories, it's like the way things you always thought they should be, or something like that. But anyway, it's creepy. I thought it would be a fun thing to show you for October or Halloween, but I forgot to bring it down. And so I'm just going to put a picture of that up. I think my grandfather framed it himself, and I don't know too much about it other than that. So it's still in my bedroom, and it doesn't really match with anything, but I like it. So that was a throwback. I just wanted to show you guys real quick. But anyway. Okay, where did I put my other cross stitch stuff? For October, there's going to be a SAL, right, that Emily C. started, and I think she's doing it with Jessie Marie Does Stuff. I can't remember who else is sponsoring the SAL. I should have looked it up. But it's a haunted Halloween house sampler by Twin Peak Primitives. And the SAL starts on the 13th, on October 13th. But of course, I can never wait for anything. And especially, I went through and picked all my colors. So, ooh, they're kind of tangled up, but that's okay. It's going to be okay. And picking out my colors means I had to test them a little bit. You know what I mean? Oh, it's tangled in my thread keep. There it goes. Okay. Alright. That makes... Okay. So... So I saw that Emily C. was sharing her thread colors that she was picking out for her Haunted Halloween sampler. So I was going to show mine. I'm using a mix of overdyes and DMC, and I'm not sure for what. Let me show you guys my floss ring, I guess, because I don't show a lot of haul. Let me see if I got this the right way. This is a floss ring I got for Halloween from, let me cover up my face so I can try to get, from Crafty Cat Stitcher, who is Kathy, and she is another Georgia stitcher, and she has an Etsy shop where she sells floss rings and scissor fobs and needle minders and other stitching accessories. And so she makes really, really cute thread keeps, and I think I'm gonna have to get a couple more of those, because I mean, you have to use floss rings, right? So it doesn't take, it's really nice to have the little dangly portion on there. But I love the border on this a haunted Halloween sampler. If I didn't already, let me put a picture up there to show you what it looks like. But the border is so pretty. And it's a couple of colors. Let me show you. My Start, that I'm not really working on again. Probably just I'll wait until the 13th to continue to work on. But I just wanted to test out the colors. And I'm going to need some extra hands to do this, I think. But this is going to be on 40 count. Bellini from Colour&Cotton. And it's actually looking... That looks like a pretty true color. It's kind of a peachy beige. It's almost orange, but it's not really quite orange. But it's definitely going to be, you know, anyway, so that's my start. I've started on the border, and I just started on the alphabet. I'm using the same, let's see now. For black, I'm using black silk from Black Silks for You. That's this part. And then the border, the main color I believe is DMC. I think it's 720. And then the light colors I'm using, the lighter oranges, I'm using Fragrant Cloves from Gast. See, I'm in your face now. And Carrot, I think. It doesn't look like I've used Carrot yet. I don't know, maybe I have. Okay, and for grays, I've got Deep Forest, I think, you know, and Deep Forest from Gast and Garden Gate. I remember Emily saying she was using Garden Gate too. But then I'm using, I think the rest of those, I'm just using DMC for the scarlet color. The coral color is just going to be the called for DMC. And yeah, y'all, we got a puppy. I've told you this before. We got a puppy, and she has gotten a couple of my flosses. I'm talking about one of these. She just got the card. She chews on the card, you know, and mouths the floss. So I gotta watch her, because she's gotten me twice with one Colour&Cotton over here, and she just snatched it off the ring, and I was like, what the heck? So our puppy, she is a puppy, but she's between 4.5 and 5 months old now, and she is over 45 pounds, and she is still a puppy. She's still teething, and we're still working on potty training, but I'm happy with the progress we made now. She is trained to use puppy pads in the house, and so that is, you know, we just got one for security sometimes, and other than that, yeah, she's doing good, okay? So, except for the floss snatching, I just gotta watch her with that. So that is going to be my start on the haunted. Let me put the hashtag up there so you can see it if you're interested in participating for that one. Now, see what else we've got. I've got one more start, and it really is just a start. This I've had my eye on for a long time, and I don't know what put me in this mood. I know what it was. I was listening to a lot of audio books on race theory, I guess you could say. You know, there's one called, the best one out there is How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram X. Kendi, and I haven't finished that one completely yet on audiobook, but it's really, really good on Audible because it's read by the author, and it's the most complete, like, comprehensive book that you can get on basically his experience of growing up as an African American male here in the U.S., you know, and alternating between the history of the United States and its treatment of black people, and the ways that you can be aware of how you treat black people in general, especially if you're, well, it's not really, there's another one that I was reading that's more, it's really geared towards white people, and what's the name of the book? Robin. I wasn't even meaning to talk about this. But anyway, Robin DiAngelo. You might know the one I'm talking about. It's drawing a blank right now. But anyway, I was listening to those when I was working on my diamond painting for my anniversary, so I could feel like I could talk intelligently about race to my husband and to other people and be more aware of things I was doing that might be insensitive, and I couldn't focus on anything that was just mundane and everything, like, especially I had just started for Drills and Chills a Halloween piece, and I was like, I can't get into Halloween when people are just suffering and da 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 da. So I have to have a project to go with every feeling, and so I saw this. It's another Sal that's going on called the No More Sal, and it's a piece, a No More sampler. I think it's called No More. Put a picture of it up, and it's by Birdies Crossing, and yes, that is a sampler. Okay, it's a sampler, and it has some choice language in the middle, but I think it's very appropriate for the way that I feel, and probably a lot of other people feel, about these isms and social just constructions that that people fall prey to. I mean, anyway, so I've started stitching that one. It's on 36 count Oatmeal from Colour&Cotton, and I'm using doing it as a red sampler. I think I saw Katie Did Stitches on Instagram doing this. She's almost finished as a red sampler, and I thought it was a great statement to disrupt things, seeing so many traditional red samplers and so many women stitch them, just kind of just regular old samplers, schoolgirl samplers, reproduction samplers, you know what I'm talking about. And then to stitch this in red, the sampler in red, like I said, it helped me, get over it, I guess. I don't know, my feelings, helped me process, helped me process what was going on in my head for those few days. And I love it. So let me show you my start. There we go, xenophobia. And it's no more, you don't agree with xenophobia. And at first I was trying to figure out how I could do something with Instagram on this, but I don't know when. I may be into the holiday season and just completely, I don't know. So that is my other start that I started, my red sampler. Oh, I'm doing it with that DMC. I think it's 114. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. It's a variegated garnet. And other projects I worked on were, but it's not really enough to show because I didn't make a lot of progress. But I'll just tell you, I've been working on Live and Let Live just a little bit, ticking up there, getting some stuff. And what's this one? Oh, I'll show you this one, because I saw Nithya show it on Daybreak Stitchery at one point, and I got it back out to work on. And this is something by CrossstitchRo. It's a monochromatic piece. I'm stitching it in black on Doubloon, 36 count Doubloon from Picture This Plus, and it is a picture, I'll put it up there, of some birds in a tree. It doesn't really have a proper title, but that's okay, and it's going to be really fun. I like it. It's kind of a serious looking piece. I finally got to a second bird, which I was happy about. But you see all those tendrils in the tree, and kind of flowery. And I think Nithya was talking about this. When you're stitching it, you don't feel like you're stitching anything. You're just following these things around the pattern, and it's hard to figure out where you want to go to because these branches are connected to branches down here. So you can't just go over here because it's another branch. So you kind of have to, especially starting from the top, you have to work your way down the branches until you get to a bigger piece of the trunk or something. So, but when you look back at it, you know, it looks pretty good. So that's what I've got so far. I suppose I could get out Pattern Keeper, because it is in Pattern Keeper, and tell you what progress I'm at, but I don't feel like it. I'm getting kind of tired. It's 11 o'clock at night now. So before I finish and wrap this up, I have been working on Strength Along the Journey from Diamond Art Club, and I want to finish it. And I've mentioned it on my channel before. I've showed pictures of it before, but I've never actually showed the project. So I'm going to insert a segment here and just talk about how the progress is going on that. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you where I'm at on Strength Along the Journey, which is a Diamond Art Club diamond painting that I've been working on. I started it last year. It was actually one of the first projects that I started, but it's a little bit more advanced than what I had. It's taken me a lot longer to get the finishing bug for it, because there's a lot of confetti in this project and it looks beautiful, but it is time consuming. So it's taken me a while, but I'm working on the church right now, the building, so there's a lot of pretty fall colors in this one, which got me going. I'm not sure what season this one is supposed to be in, because it's got green grass. It's got some of the fall colors in there. But anyway, it's really pretty, and I love it, and I would like to give it to my church when it's finished, because we haven't been able to meet in the sanctuary for a while due to the pandemic. So it would be nice to have something to display in the gym or wherever we meet, that would remind us of the sanctuary, So I just wanted to show you guys that, and so you could see a little bit more of what I've been working on, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. So October is looking to be kind of a cozy month. We're still trying to stay at home because, yeah, that's the name of the game. Like, in this world, we weren't sure. We did have one of our kids test positive for COVID and a couple weeks ago, and that was like really eye-opening, because he didn't have any symptoms. He was exposed from somebody else, so that's how he took the test. But other than that, he didn't have any symptoms. So it just made me think, oh, we're not as safe as we think we are, even with the vaccine. So I'm not trying to plan to go a bunch of places and do stuff. I'm still going to stay home and stitch and diamond paint, okay? So I'll be back in a couple of weeks, hopefully with some progress at the end of the month, at the end of October, and yeah, I hope you guys had fun. Oh, I totally forgot to show you the slideshow. I talked about it, but I didn't show you the slideshow I made of Spooky Welcome. So without further ado, on the way out, I guess I'm gonna wish you guys a happy October and stitching and crafting. And if you're participating in any of the sals or diamond painting events, good luck with your progress, and I'll see you guys on Instagram. But I'll put the slideshow in here on the way out.